Hey guys, Takuyasugi here with a new hero on Korean Lost Saga. This is hero 181 Warp. So this is a contest hero from, I believe, Thailand, which they had a person create the hero and design the concepts and everything. So looks pretty neat. It's treated as a normal hero, even though it's a contest hero, so it'll cost about the same as a normal hero. So let's check it out here. So 4-hit basics, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth hit will launch up into the air. You can jump cancel each of these attacks. Not too bad there. So you can also jump cancel that nice fourth hit there and go into a combo. You can also juggle back to back and then, do your air combo for a little bit of extra damage. Not too bad there. And also your basic attacks will lift off feint status. So that's very useful for going straight into some nice combo damage. So moving on to your hold D will utilize the 3-meter passive. When you use your hold D, he'll teleport about that much distance. If you're not targeting anyone, if you got someone in front of you, it will go much further. You can see max range probably around right here, I believe. Right here looks about fair. Nope, maybe a little closer. That's about right. So you'll teleport behind whoever you're looking at, and it's a lot of teleporter characters that have that kind of ability. When you teleport behind someone, you get a new D string, 3-hit D string, and the third hit will feint. Not too bad. You also have options off of this. You can press your jump key, or you can dash. That wasn't the jump key. This is the jump key. Jump key, you pull them straight up into the air, and you'll be able to air combo off that quickly. You can still do your D string before doing that, so you can do 1, 2, 3, and then you can do the pick up into the air business. Otherwise, you can do the dash, so you just dash in a direction, dash input in a direction, and there you go, you get a nice slam down, and you can choose which direction you send them in, and it's pretty nice for that, so you can get a positioning to edge someone potentially, so not too bad there, not too bad. And again, you can use your D-string off that, so nice stuff there. It works pretty much the same in the air, it just pulls you down onto the ground from the air, doing that on a standing opponent. So moving on to the dash attacks, 2-hit light dasher. Second hit will feint, pretty simple and straightforward. You also have a hold D dasher. Hold D dasher is kind of interesting because it travels a little bit of a distance. You can use it in between your light attack, by the way. But you'll get a little feint status, and then you'll teleport behind someone. And this doesn't use passive using this either, so it's pretty useful. If you're doing it kind of like in a direction from someone, it'll kind of pull their back towards you rather than you going to where they were. So it kind of works interesting like that. Also, when it comes to, ice status, or if someone blocks you, you'll still teleport behind them. So it's a really great mix-up tool to getting your offense behind someone if they don't have a 360-degree block or a Viking shell. Viking shells are a pain in the butt. So, oh yeah, and you can link in between the first light attack too, by the way. So moving on to the jump attacks, 2-hit light jumper. First hit, just a little flincher. Second hit is just going to be a knockdown. And not too bad there. It's like kind of a longer knockdown, it looks like as well, so it's kind of interesting. And again, you have your hold D in the air as well. Your hold D in the air, however, when you hit airborne with it, will give you a 2-hitter instead of a 3-hitter and kind of pop you back up towards the end of it. But you want to go into your your jump key. Oh, by the way, if you do your 2-hit light in the air, it doesn't let you hold D after that. You had to do it in between the first and the second if you're going to do it like that at all. Or if you want to go straight into it, you can go straight into it. But yeah, you get 1, 2, and then you do the the jump key hold, or you do the dash input. So it works like this. This is the jump key hold, and I don't know if that'll give me drop damage, but nope. You could probably get drop damage if you're good enough. I'm not really good enough. But you could also do the I just dropped it. Oh well. Let me try again. 1. I forgot to do the input. I'm just bad at the game nowadays, guys. So here we go. So yeah, you can just go straight into the input if you're trying to edge someone really quickly. Let me get 3 charges and try to do that back to back. See what we can do with that. Try to do it quickly here. There you go. So you can do that 3 times back to back. So it's kind of nice. So yeah, you can do a lot of combos in the air with those 2 sets of moves. There's plenty of potential there for air combos. Let's check out the defensive properties here. with the robot buddies. Let's pull them up here. See if they got any Christmas adornments. Nope, no Christmas adornments. You think the Koreans would update their lobby, their HQ with some new Christmas stuff. The armor skill, you need 2 charges to do a ground recovery. So if you have 1, it's not going to let you ground recovery. It's not going to let you air recovery. I think it will let you air recovery if you have 2 charges. Let me check here. Let me check. I know it ground recovers. Let me see if it air recovers. Yeah, it will definitely ground recover. It might air recover as well, but that's a thing. And you also have a kind of deflect status, but it doesn't seem to actually deflect, but it's the same thing as getting a deflect, but it's just not giving you the knockback on a deflect. But if you get like a deflect animation, you can't block anymore, which is really frustrating. But if you press your attack key really quickly, you'll teleport behind someone really quick. So it's just as good as blocking if someone doesn't guess that you're going to turn behind them, like the robot's trying to do right there. And it's just kind of weird to learn this because it's so counterintuitive to what you would do when you're blocking. You wouldn't like press attack constantly. It's just strange. It's just strange. So if you get that deflect and you don't hit your attack key, you're going to get hit. You're going to get hit because it doesn't let you hold down block if you got a deflection. And it's not really a true deflection either. It's just strange. It's just strange. So moving on to the skills. Weapon skill. Slam down, a little kind of warp circle, pull someone in, and then they will bounce down. This will hit grounded as well. Let me go ahead and pull up a crowd here. Go ahead and show you how it works in an AoE kind of area. Boom, like so. Not too bad for a nice AoE drop. Pretty nice, even. Pretty nice. Armor skill, once again, it's a kind of a defensive property. It is a half-faint flinch counter and a ground recovery at 2 charges. You can choose to use it offensively. It will teleport you behind someone, even if you're not facing them, unlike your passive. And they'll get a little flinch. I don't know if you could feint off this or not. I don't know if I have anything that actually feints off that. I always forget to learn this kind of thing here. It's whatever. It's whatever. It might feint. You'll have to check it. You'll have to check it. Otherwise, you know, let me see if it does anything on airborne. Yeah, it'll hit airborne too, for whatever reason. I guess it might be nice to kind of track down someone midair or something like that. But it's kind of weird. I don't really care for the armor skill personally. Helmet skill. Now this is an interesting one. You dash forward. It looks like nothing on the surface, but if you connect with someone like so, you'll pull up a targeting reticule. It'll go so far. If you don't trigger the reticule, they'll just drop to the ground after a brief feint. If you choose to trigger it with your D press, you'll pull them with you to wherever your reticule was, and then they'll fall down in front of you. Initially, he should have fell with me, but it seems a little bit strange working in HQ sometimes. So let's see, there it goes. That's how it's supposed to work. So great edging tool right there, and you can actually air combo off of it as well. So you can go into your hold D in the air, or so like that. Will it work on multiple people? Let us check. Let us check. Let's see how many we can get with it. Only got 1. Only got 1. Now I'm gonna have to despawn these guys because it's gonna lag out my computer. All right, let's get 3 in a line here. Boom, and we teleported 2, 3. Looks like we got 3. Either way, it gets multiple people, guys. It gets multiple people. So yeah, not too bad. I like that helmet skill. I like it. It's nice. You might be wondering, does it hit grounded? I forgot to check that. Yes, it does. It does hit grounded. So moving on to the trinket skill. Trinket skill, throw out a little warp dagger. Very Final Fantasy 15-ish. If it connects with someone, you'll stun feint them and teleport behind them instantly. The standing version will not hit grounded, as you can see here. But you do have an air trigger version, which will hit grounded if we can get it out quickly. You get the idea. You'll have to ground trigger it. Does it hit multiple people? That's another thing I need to check here. Let's see. Let us see. Let it snow. Let it snow. And here we go. So it only hits the first person it connects with. So if you were curious if it hit multiple people, it does not. Does not. So yeah, the air version is pretty much the same. It's just a diagonal down and hits grounded. So that'll about do it for warp here, guys. You know, it seems like kind of a recycled, oldish kind of character, but it does good damage. It has some great stuff like the dash hold D. The deflection, depending on how good you are at handling that, can either be amazing or really, really risky. So it's something you'll definitely have to be custom with blocking on this character if you choose to block at all. I mean, who blocks on Lost Saga anymore, right? But yeah, the air combos are tremendous if you can get them. Otherwise, you know, choose something else if you don't like air combos, because this guy pretty much needs to air combo to do a lot of great damage. I mean, he's got great mix-ups and everything, but you really need those air combos to make him shine. And I'm dropping them myself. I'm not that good at them. Let's try to get a decent one. He's gonna die though. He's got good damage on him. So let's try to get a decent one here. We got 3 stock. Let's see what we can get. Oh, got it. Oh, I dropped it. I was trying to do the dash version, the air dash version. So I only got 1 bar to work with here. Let's see what we can get. I dropped it. Whatever. I'm not gonna practice him. He's not my cup of tea, but he might be yours. I think he's good personally. I think he's good. I think he's just challenging to play, which is not a bad thing. It's nice to have a challenging to play character that's not super face rolly that you actually have to think on. So I like him for that. And I like him for his damage and mix-up potential and his neat deflect. I kind of do like that, even though it's hard to work with. So that'll do it for Warp, guys. I thank you guys for watching. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. You can see the Christmas tree is up, but happy Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate. And I hope to see you next time, guys. So take care. The Prince of Pain.